Hello, I'm Michael Spicer and I think celebrities are too dangerous to like now. We're all familiar with cancel culture now, aren't we? It's what happened a few years ago when the general public decided that perhaps we shouldn't be following people who are allowed to be aggressively bigoted in public or freely commit sex crimes at their leisure, which of course is still controversial. So we began examining our public figures with a slightly more critical lens, which occasionally leads to us cancelling them. Now, basically that means they might have to try a little bit harder to get jobs in the future, or they, just might have to scrape by on the hundreds of millions that they have. Or if you're Louis C.K., continuing to sell out Madison Square Garden. So how do we as fans cope with this? How do we support anyone knowing that an expose could come out about their problematic past at any moment? Is it too dangerous a game to admit that we like a celebrity anymore? With some cancellations, your first thought is, I thought they were cancelled years ago. I thought they were in prison, actually. But others are still a shock, like finding out that Father Christmas once posted a series of offensive historical tweets about elves. Here are 3 celebrities that we were shocked to see cancelled. Lizzo has been accused of both sexual harassment and weight-shaming her employees/dancers. And that was shocking because her whole brand is about body positivity. It's like Andy Warhol said, everyone will be famous for 15 minutes until they undo absolutely everything that they supposedly stood for. A recent bombshell article detailed numerous accusations of emotional abuse and rage issues by Queer Eye star Jonathan Van Ness, whose on-screen personality was basically the exact opposite. Perhaps JVN was just fed up with having to spend his days with dishevelled straight men who didn't know how to operate a beard trimmer. I mean, that would break anyone. Jonah Hill's ex leaked some damning texts between them, which showed that his behaviour in their relationship was both controlling and misogynistic. He didn't want her to have any male friends, nor post any pictures of herself looking sexy on social media, despite the fact she was a model. He even released merch mocking these accusations. Doesn't this man have a whole documentary about his relationship with his therapist, Dr. Stutz? Perhaps he needs a sequel. Too Stutz, Too Furious? Stutz and Stutzer? And to balance that out, here are some celebrities that we weren't shocked to see cancelled at all. He was finally cancelled in 2023, more or less, when Britney Spears' memoir was brought out, which detailed their relationship. But let's not forget the fact that we all pretty much know, and have known for some time, that he's just an awful human being. He ripped off Janet Jackson's bra on stage and threw her under the bus, torching her career in order to save his own. He is, of course, attempting to dance his way out of this long time coming cancellation. Seriously though, I'm bringing sexy back, yeah? I mean, how can you sing that without cringing? Men who think they're sexy are so embarrassing. It's like, just put a shirt on and leave. You're impressing no one with your power over women. Hugh Hefner had a lot of women, and for the last 30 years of his life, he was mainly a corpse. Over the last few years, Marilyn Manson has been accused of numerous sexual assault allegations. According to the Office of National Statistics, no one fell off their chair after hearing this news.
Michael, thank you for seeing me.
Oh, not at all, my agent. What did you want to see me about?
Well, it's about your career.
Yes, it's going really well, isn't it?
What was that face? I just think you should push yourself more into the spotlight and start making me more money.
How?
Well, could you get yourself cancelled?
What?
It's really good for the career to get yourself cancelled these days. It can lead to book deals, tours, stand-up specials. There's never been a better time to say something in public that's racist, transphobic or misogynistic, even if you don't believe it.
No, I'm not cancelling myself. I do have morals, you know.
Yeah, that really is holding you back. You need to get on the you can't say anything these days, can you gravy train. Travel the world and tell the media that freedom of speech is being killed by wokeism.
But that's bollocks.
A lot of people believe it.
Well, a lot of people are thick.
Yeah, more of that. Come on, be rude. Come on, punch down.
No, I refuse to go against my principles for the sake of airtime and clicks.
Well, if you don't, you're just going to get overtaken by all the other comedians, and before long you'll have to go back to doing bit parts on Bridgerton again.
All right, I'll start punching down.
Good! Give those snowflakes something to chatter about.
I'll start with you.
Yeah. What?
You're such an awful agent that I would probably get more work if I was represented by one of those robot dogs they have at Boston Dynamics.
No, not me. That's mean.
You said to punch down.
Yes, but not down at me. That's mean. That's bloody mean. Are you crying? No. It's not even that mean, really. Those robot dogs are really clever. Yes, but they wouldn't have got you that gig on Bridgerton, would they? Those dogs.
Now, if you can believe it, and bear with me on this, there were some celebrities who did bad things before the 2017 Me Too movement started. Luckily for some of these public figures, they're dead. But if they were around today, they'd be experiencing a scrutinous TMZ headline or two. Now, you may know Thomas Edison for inventing the light bulb and the phonograph. But did you know that he once publicly electrocuted an elephant? Yes, he did. He was trying to prove a point about the dangerousness of his rival Nikola Tesla's invention of an alternating electrical current. He made this point a lot of times. He did it with cats, dogs, horses and cows. I think he just wanted to electrocute animals, really. Mother Teresa was a saint. I mean, literally, she was canonised by the Catholic Church as a saint. But accusations have been made against Mother Teresa that the medical treatment she provided on her mission trips was subpar and lacked actual proper medical care, despite raising lots and lots of money for them. Medical journals have even published articles about how patients at her home for the dying who needed basic life-saving drugs were not given them nor cared for properly. She was also opposed to legalising divorce. Mother Teresa was basically that friend who went on one charity trip to Africa and never stopped posting about it on Facebook. But did they actually do anything, or did they just pose with a hammer for the likes? Pablo Picasso was a misogynistic womanizer who used women as muses and treated them horribly. He had a child with a 17-year-old when he was 45. He was also violent, controlling and predatory. But at least he made this plate. Silent movie star and all-round cinematic and comic genius Charlie Chaplin married his first wife when she was 16 and he was 29. He married his second wife when she was 16 and he was 35. He married his third wife when she was 26 and he was 47. And married his fourth wife at 18 years and 1 month when he was 54. If Mr. Chaplin was around to respond to these allegations, I'm sure he would have said, but don't get too distraught about losing reverence for these historical icons. What's in the past is in the past, and there are plenty of problematic stars and general creeps lurking around that we can focus on today. Famous figures who aren't necessarily cancelled, but do seem to be courting controversy. Mark Wahlberg committed 2 race-related assaults. I don't know what else I can say, really. Also, he made Ted twice. Timothée Chalamet, because he was in that Wonka film. I mean, how dare he? Good evening, the top stories tonight. Visionary filmmaker Bernard Jeffrey has been arrested on a number of sexual assault charges after police concluded that he was no longer brilliant. The acclaimed director, who has won many Oscars for his cinematic masterpieces, was arrested at his home this afternoon after failing to convince police officers that his films were thought-provoking enough to escape multiple accusations of sexual assault made by dozens of women over a 20-year period. Detective John Phelps is heading up the investigation.
Mr. Phelps's films have long been culturally significant enough for us to turn a blind eye to all the allegations, but the last 3 films have really tailed off. I mean, the last film was virtually commercial. There was no stark cinematography, no breathtaking symbolism. It wasn't even in black and white. That's when the 2 decades of sexual assault became completely unacceptable.
Lawyers acting on behalf of Mr. Jeffrey says that he vehemently denies any accusations that his films are mainstream. So what do you do once you find out that your favourite celebrity has been cancelled? How do you go on with your life now that your whole world has been turned upside down thanks to the deterioration of your favourite parasocial relationship? Well, here are 3 things that you can do. First thing is just to separate the art from the artist, but ideally without continuing to financially support them in any way. Like, don't pay money to stream Woody Allen films anymore. Alternatively, if a Michael Jackson song comes on during a wedding, don't hunch the cake in protest. You know, find a happy medium. And maybe donate to a relevant charitable cause to ease your conscience if you continue to support their art. Of course, it's important not to see yourself as a victim in this, because there are actual victims who see themselves as victims. You're just having trouble finding a new person to like. A novel idea could be that you enjoy other people's art. I mean, there is a lot out there. Really. Good morning, class. As you are no doubt aware, the English department can no longer teach any works by writers who had problematic and abusive relationships and personal lives, and writers who had unacceptably controversial political views. As a result, we don't really have anything we can study now. So this term, we're going to be doing those shitty books you take on holiday that have the word girl or wife in the title. This week, we'll be doing The Other Girl Whose Wife Was the Girlfriend of Another Wife's Girl. I mean, why not type into the search bar above me alternative art that wasn't produced by sex pests and abusers? You might find some stuff you like. So is it safe to like celebrities anymore? Well, of course it is. Just don't tattoo their names on any part of your body. Enjoy music, art, movies, enjoy whatever you want. Just don't put the people who make them on a massive pedestal, because they probably have skeletons in their closet. Overall, it's a good thing, isn't it, that we hold these people to account, because it means that in the future, there might not be that many creeps working their way up to such a high status in the entertainment industry. That's it. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please do subscribe for more content. And if you want more videos about how basically we can't like anything anymore, please do hit the like button, my like button. You can like what I do. That's fine. Bye.